Hello, cute Israel Tail. I haven't seen you today, for sure, of course, right? The other thing with the program, by the way, that I noticed is that if it's windowed, or like if it's under other windows for a while, it'll eventually like turn off itself. Like it'll just like all the assets will disappear for a little bit until I open it up again, then it appears. So it's a bit weird, but you know, that's fine. And it's just when it's under Windows. I don't. It's not necessary since like I can just have it open. I can just have it in the front. So it's not going to be that much of a problem. But yeah, that'll be something to look into to make it just in case. Unless it takes too much resources, in which case, yeah, that's understandable. But you know, otherwise, it's good. Someday maybe we'll go back on it and there's a setting to pause the game or out of focus might not be on. Oh, that might be it. That might be the case then, yeah. Understandable. Otherwise, it's fine. We're gonna test it. Live testing today. Oh wait, Jilta, how do you feel that we're actually technically doing one of those like live showcasings? Live testing is the most effective testing. Anything that can't go wrong will absolutely go wrong. Yep, that's true. And it won't wait too long to show it off, but I'll just have it. Probably just have it here in the corner. It's exciting in a way, you know, Jiltail. It's kind of exciting to just be like, hey, I made this program. Well, I mean, you helped me, so I can say we made this program for this specific reason. And it's just like, I can make programs doing this. Except it would be a lot harder if there were other programs. I also wanted to try testing out having the 3D VTuber because I think that thing always crashes, and I think it might be because I kept having it at 60 FPS. I lowered the settings. I checked recommended settings. It's like high quality, 30 FPS. So I wonder if that would be the case, that it won't crash, but it might still. But I'm not going to test it today. I'm still used to 2D. I'm going to test it on my own another time. I'll be like, I'll just have like OBS, the model, and myself playing like a high intense 3D game and see if like the 30 to 60 FPS was actually an issue, and if it actually works well for a while, then it should be good. Because I did like it was you saying like, oh, it should be capped to 30, the video RAM or something. You were here for when that happened, Jolto, haven't you? Where I was like, you're playing Crosscode, a 2D game, but because I had the 3D model, like the graphics card would just have a crash. Like the graphics card itself would crash, or driver would crash, and I didn't know what was going on. And I think what you said about it being hard locking to 30 for the program, I was thinking like, oh, you know, I could set it to 30. Maybe that would actually be the fix, because I didn't have the issue before, and I'm now thinking like maybe that was the issue. You know? That's just the 30 FPS cap on the bars, because well, there's no reason for it to update the screen, so it's just kind of wasting performance. Yep, that's true. That's true. How about we get started then? Transition to here. We're here, finally. Milk, bread, toast, and honey. Game's not showing up because it's like that. Game, please show up. OBS. There you go. Thank you very much. So, no, I'm gonna move this down here, actually. Did anything cool happen last time I missed? Oh, we got into Windtown. So last time on a Postmodern RPG, we were called up to this guy's place to find their missing sister. And in there, we went to this town. We fought everyone in there because we're like that. And then something mysterious is happening, and we're gonna go into a cave. Everything's blue! I'm pretty sure that's an Earthbound reference because of the Happy Happy Village. The eerie blue. And I like blue, so I'm okay with it. So, the bars right here, Jotail, are how I feel about the game so far. My hope is still more than 50%. I have high hopes that this game will have something interesting. And I always say, it has to be one thing. Every time there's one thing in the game that I remember for all that's a big moment. This comforter is definitely comp. Ouch! I did not expect that message to be on that grave. Gee, that's brutal. Yeah. The experience leveling up? Yes, we did. I can't do it now because we need a phone. But yes, we leveled up a little bit. I think I leveled up after defeating everyone and before quitting the game. So I think I'm already in high level. It is an interesting leveling up experience. So I like it, actually. You get to like kind of pick your own doors and stuff. And then you have bonuses. So you have to consider like, oh, I don't want to buff this stat, but this specific floor has such a big bonus, I might want to up the stat with this small number so that I can take advantage of this at least once, you know? Which, that's really cool. Sadly, the friends don't really get that much of a big difference. It's just you want to level up your friends and you just say yes and they all level up automatically. But for the main character, at least, it's nice to have that like pick and choose option between the doors. That's really cool. It's always 100 though, so it's kind of like Paper Mario in a slight way. So always 100 experience level up. It's so weird. Like it's kind of like it's not. It's weird. Just because I'm recognizing all these mashups of like different like styles of game. Like I recognize the Final Fantasy aspect. The equipment is very, you know, obviously old retro RPG, but like the battle system and the experience is like there's Paper Mario influence with it. So, yeah. Let's see what he has to say.
I have this theory about physicality and the nature of our universe. It has a lot to do with the temporal nature of our bodies.
Really? Interesting. But I guess right now everything is a lot very
Basically,
eerie.
I think we all have a set number of days to be in our bodies, and they usually end with our bodies being destroyed. But sometimes, very rarely, we leave our bodies without dying.
What exactly happened here, Rory? What makes you say this?
Okay, forget that for now. I can't explain it right now. Let's continue the tour.
Oh, wait, we're not going this way? I thought we were going through the cave, but I guess he wants to show off the rest of the place. That's all I remembered from last time, at least from the dialogue of what to do. Is like, oh, we're gonna go find her. We're gonna go through the cave. But no, I guess he's just giving a thing from the town. So I didn't remember the entire dialogue set, and I don't remember what conversation led before that. So
The elemental composition of the human body can be looked at from the point of view of either mass composition or atomic composition. The adult male human body is approximately 57% water, and water is 11% hydrogen by mass, but 67% if you count atoms. Most of the mass of the human body is oxygen, but most of the atoms in the human body are hydrogen atoms. What we love to forget is the soul when we talk about our makeup. I don't really believe in souls in a religious sense. I like to think about the soul as our mind.
I finished college to get away from people like this.
Have you ever imagined what it would be like?
To be fair, these are all like college level characters we're dealing with, so they definitely got that feeling out. Also, but here's the other thing, and I'm very happy about this too. I used to think a little bit of this concept for a while, because not in the same way he's saying it, but like in the same sense of like your mind is everything, and it's kind of scary to think about that. Like, if anything wrong happens with your mind, you as an essence, like you as a person, is changed. Like, that's what I'm always afraid of the most when it comes to like either brain disease or anything that can affect your brain, because anything that can change your brain externally is changing you internally. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people know this, but back in the old days, there was a thing where people would actually scoop parts of your brain out, or there were some people that survived certain accidents that had their brain damaged, and even though they lived, the thing that they most commonly changed is that they became fearless. The part of, like, there's some part of the brain that specifically was removed that made them fearless. So literally anything that caused any sort of discomfort, fear, anything like that was completely removed. So, like, every time you wake up, you're a different person, probably with their memories. That's just don't escape. That's just the don't escape 4 days to survive. That game talked that concept a lot, because the whole in that series, the idea is you can go into a dream and then lucid dream, and you could you could take over someone's body, and then wake up in their mind with their memories and stuff inefficiently. And the whole lore was that there was this company that used that to travel through dimensions. But yeah, no, I definitely this was like, leave my brain alone. Whatever's still there is important. Yeah, exactly. Like, but and there's stuff like this actually in a couple of different games. Like, Don't Starve has a character animation now that we know, where the lore is that a scientist put their mind in a robot to be an assistant, but that robot started gaining this they look at their hands and they see robotic hands, but they can sometimes still feel like they're human hands. So they're like, they have the feeling of being human, but they're not human anymore. So like, how do you deal with that? With the fact of like, you're in your mind, but you're not you anymore. You know, it's sort of the same discussion of, if you consider your house your home, if your house was in a different location, would you still call it your home? That's something that Monica brings up in Doki Doki Literature Club. So I always find this concept so fascinating.
Like, the brain is a physical part of the conscious, but the moment it's in a new body, the old soul, brain, or whatever enters back into the body, and poof, we're back to being ourselves.
It's definitely like weird. Like, the thing with this game is that it likes to. I mean, I turned on the game, so I am a little bit lost from how this led to it. But usually this game likes to just bring this up out of nowhere. So that's the only strange thing, is that the game brings it up out of nowhere. But I do love this kind of discussion. Anyway, Freak, hello Freak, how are you doing? Do you have any questions of what's new here on stream today? because something new is on stream, and I don't know if you've been questioning
Do
it
people
or
really
wondering
know
what
that
it
the
meant.
brain contains our thoughts? Yeah, and before you tell me about the science behind it, I know you're right. I just think about this from time to time.
You're a bit off on both your science and metaphysics, but you're onto something.
Vela didn't shoot him down. She didn't knock him. In my head, the rational part of my brain was already thinking of a variety of corrections to his ideas. But after this week, I knew pretty much anything was possible.
I can't do it here. Okay, let's go to the next spot. I'll try there.
Yeah, there's always it's always not something that everyone. I like the emotion modes you added. I had a rage bar for a fake until stream once. Oh, really? So, yeah, freak. So these bars, they're from a game called Frostpunk. It's a building game, strategy game, because it's just like you have to survive this population and make buildings to make sure no one freezes to death. The two bars that are in the game is discontent and hope. So in the game, things you do that increases the chances of people surviving increases hope. So like, if people died, hope would reduce. If you didn't care for the people or like abandoned them, hope will go down. But if you do things that makes them encouraged and stronger, like gives them a better chance, hope will increase. Discontent, discontent usually is 0 by default, but will increase the more things you do things that people don't like, such as you make them overworked, you make them in worse conditions, you feed them soup instead of regular food. You do things that aren't necessarily bad, but for a person in that world would not feel comfortable, you know? So, I really like that. Hey Josh, how you doing? We're playing Y2K Post-Modern RPG. So, Josh, as I was explaining here, the two bars basically, I got a really nice idea and I really liked that concept. I claimed for free years ago. You actually make me want to play. Really? I want to get that for free because I've been borrowing that from Drilltail and I got addicted to the game. The game's hard, but like when you know how to, like when you're learning, it's one of those games, addicting games where it's like every time you try it and you like kind of fail, like, or like just playing it normally, you keep thinking I can do better and you want to do a better job of it, you know, making this perfect play where not a lot of bad things happen. But anyway, I love the concept of those two bars, so I basically made a program where I can control it here by hand. You can see just me moving the bars here. So if I want to do what I want to do for games that I'm playing blind, or maybe even games that like I'm replaying again just in case, just for fun, I don't know. But mostly for games that I plan to do blind or in the rest of the time, is that I want to increase these bars to show how I feel about the game. So discontent will rise whenever I feel like the game has an issue. So like if I'm not having fun with combat, exploring, or like puzzles, like I swear to you, if I was still playing Crosscode when I had this, that bar would actually be pretty high, especially if I went into dungeons. Just because the feeling of like, oh, it's a dungeon, there's gonna be a lot of puzzles, I'm not gonna really enjoy this. And also combat was a bit hard because always can only get hit so many times and all that. So, you know, my discontent will rise with a game. That doesn't mean I don't like enjoy it. Like I could have my hope high but discontent high, so that I enjoy the game, but I might have a lot of problems with it. Right now, the for Y2K, it's a little high because it's a little bit rising because I don't like appreciate the combat as much. But that's like the only thing, so that's why it's very little. When it comes for hope, however, hope is how I believe the game will give me a great impression by the time I finish. So by default, just like how Frostpunk starts, my hope is high. I always hope the games I play will always be good in the end. But if I feel, and I just feel like the game might be running down, doing some odd decisions, or I just don't feel like I'm emotionally attached, that hope will go down. That doesn't mean the game can't be good. I can have my discontent low. I can have low discontent, but if I don't feel personally attached to the game, my hope will also be low, and that will show my feelings. So I thought it was a good concept to also just like to just have in the background to just show like how I mainly feel about a game. And I think it would be great for people coming in to see like, oh, these two things are how I feel about this. If hope is high, you know, hope, like discontent and hope, they're pretty easy to grasp concept of a word to understand how I'm feeling. So yeah, I want to explain it just for the first time, just because, you know, it's interesting to me and I want to bring it up, but I won't. I won't like mention it again. You guys will have to figure it out unless someone asks. But there'll be a eventually. If my discontent is really high, maybe. I think Drill Tail. If my discontent is high, I think that would be more of like, I will explain exactly what I want to do to make this game better. I would like basically say, yeah, I can do it better, you know? If my hope is extremely low, I think at that point that might be a time where I'm like, I don't know if I want to play this anymore, you know? Can't be here long, so I just want to say hi. Oh, hello, how you doing? Glad you're doing good, Josh.
Sometimes it feels like my sister is still in her room upstairs. And I don't mean to suggest that I forget that she isn't there. It goes beyond that. There are times where I feel like she's physically there, like in the same way I can feel my foot is attached to my leg without actually having to touch it with my hand, but she isn't here right now. There is one more place we can check. Let's go back to the overpass.
So yeah, that feeling of she's physically there, but it's not like it's her kind of feeling. Assuming the wait, are you talking the underpass or overpass? Yeah, we're going into the cave now, are we? Oh no, we're not. We're going back. No, we are going to the cave. Yeah, that's a over underpass.
This is right. I think I can do it here. Okay, someone lift the sewer cap with me.
You want to go down there?
Yes, I think that would be a good idea. Boys, give him a hand.
I wonder if she's just doing that to it's like she saw that it annoyed him, like didn't want to do it. It's like, yep, go do it.
I think my sister's soul is down here, so let's look for her.
Rory, I think you might be a bit... Okay, no, this will be fine. Let's look for her. I just want you to prepare yourself that what you find down here might not be her.
Whatever, but I know it's her.
Alright, we got our objective. Cute sewers. What's in here? Well, there's nothing in that room, guys, so I guess we'll just move on from here. You know what? Hang on. I actually have... Yeah, I'll put it in the corner again just so I can see audio levels. And I realized I was locking audio levels. Now I kind of want a third monitor. I technically do have another monitor. It's a broken screen. Well, not extremely broken, but it's kind of scratched up. It's an old screen. I could put that in there. I could also put the bigger TV monitor up there, but I also kind of don't want to. I do have the room. I have the room to do it. Do I? I kind of do have the room. But of course, the other issue is having an HDMI cable that wraps around to my computer, so I need a big HDMI cable. And then also, I don't know if my computer is strong enough to handle that, can it? I don't know. The heck is this? That's battle. Oh, we have new party member. I don't know if I set them up for whatever. What do we have again? Okay, we have 3 enemies. Yeah, I didn't change the settings on that character yet. I didn't expect him to be a party member or just all suddenly, but I guess I should have. Whatever. Oh yeah, foe at all foes. It's a group of enemies. Oh, that did very little damage. Oh boy. I didn't expect that to be the case. Oh. Here's another little thing, Jill Till, if you're still here listening. The There's okay, we're fine. Oh, there's a lot of damage though, even with the defense, but whatever. Oh shoot! I messed that up because I think it's a timing thing. Okay, at least it didn't take too much damage. But it's still not good. First off, I think the issue is that I think the minigame has. No, not that minigame specifically. I mean for everything. Oh, okay, yeah, that one. Okay, that's fair. But what I was saying with the rest was that what's it called? Here's an example. It doesn't tell me an example of what I'm gonna do. Like, it doesn't alert me ahead of time, like, use this button or like press this button at the right time, or hold this button. It doesn't warn me until the minigame actually shows up. That's why I affiliate this a little bit more with WarioWare, because that game has you figuring out at the second you can. HP, oh, ooh, I like that skill. That's usually a effect the enemy would have, but as an actual thing, interesting. I'm assuming this is a buff.
Michael.
Defense up, I gotcha. For myself. Interesting. Oh, I guess I had it myself. Okay. Do I have something that attacks everything? No. Oh, that's an attack. I think you. Yeah. Ah! I don't care. Auto fire is auto fire. The soundtrack is I don't know what that word is. There, I'll give this another try.
Check out my sick.
Maybe I shouldn't use. Yeah. Maybe I was pressing the timing for weird reasons, but it's not like it's easy to like understand the timing, because there's like it's not exactly like a big timing, but whatever. Used to be the most broken move in the game. Ah, but they never didn't count. It's kind of the opposite now. Well, good to know. Very nice. So see that Roy is, well, you know. HP PD swap. Well, I don't want to do that now. So what this is, so obviously it switches. So I guess the way you want to use this, obviously, is wait for your HP to be, well, no, because if it swaps, your psychic points is usually lower, so. This is a very situational skill, but I like it because I've never seen it actually ever been, I've never seen it before like that, you know? I guess we'll get rid of you first. Also like that, the enemy name, the Samurai Rat. I'm mad. Well, it was done. I don't know if I got... Did it say that I got any items out of it? I am stupid and I do not read. But I will fight you. You know what? Actually, wait. I can leave. Can I? Yeah, give me a quick sec. It's a long... I mean, it's a long walk. Should I Just for this enemy. Just for this enemy. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go heal. Oh, and I also have to. There you go. Change your back. You like the battle text speed? It's not even the text speed. It's just the battle animations. I think it's the same speed that I think Earthbound has. Like, it's not the text, I don't think. It's just the yeah. By the way, Jolta, what's the L, the time thing is? Because I keep pressing L and nothing happens. I don't know what that's supposed to do. I don't know if yellow means it's filled up or it's empty. So, or maybe I'm not supposed to figure it out. It's just the one thing I couldn't figure out. Like, it's not doing anything. I don't know what that is. I remember they were explaining it, but I don't remember exactly. Yeah, it's essentially feeling like Earthbound, which is strange because it's also trying to feel like Paper Mario, but yeah, that's fine. That's all good. Anyway. But then again, a lot of other games have this text display speed, so it's not like it's the only thing. Who messaged me? Oh. I'll answer that later. Oh, Samurai Tortoise. Huh, I get the joke. Well, you seem dangerous for now. No, I'll just attack normally. There's no need to. Seriously? Did you check out the graves earlier, by the way? I was just wondering because yeah, I did. One of them said, like, we're glad you're dead. I'm just like, oh my god! That's gosh. Okay, at least that's not a lot of damage, but it still sucks. Ooh, that's not good. Ah! That wasn't the one that was controversial. What was it then? Ah. The Wada grave. Oh, I didn't even notice that one then. Like, I just went past it.
Look out for number 1.
It only buffs himself. It says for the all parties, but he seems to is he just the tank in the front of the party? This doesn't help because we have freaking the entire squad attacking everyone. Oh! I recognize that baseline. Peak Earthbound. Very nice. Hold the sign in front of me. Very nice. I'm sad it's not an attack. Can't just swing that around. I mean, TF2 has that as a weapon, so like, come on, man. Let's continue. Jump over that. But pacifism. We had pacifism already with Undertale. We don't need another. That should help us clear these rocks. This so-called amp can lend you this old pass. Clamp to 11, strum the strings, and la-dee-da, the rocks will explode. Alright, we got a new weapon apparently. What was the button again? B, right? Yeah. Nice. Green mod we're saying to have I'm pretty sure there are a lot of mods that just like change the sign to some random thing, huh? Usually if there's a sign, people are gonna wait, what? I thought I saw something here. Does have to fight you, huh? Here, take explosion. Fine. Remix? Use Valley. Keep it low. Oh, why are you attacking again? No, she's out. You still have smelling salts though. Oh, it's her turn again. What? Okay. Well, I don't want to attack right now, actually. So let's do. Let's just heal her real quick, just in case you won't die again. Yeah, attack all enemies. I don't want that one attacking because that's going to be devastating if I miss that. It affects the whole party. Should I defend? Nah, I'll be fine. We'll just hack normally for now. Not really much skills that like worth using for damage. Nice. Ah, that's a lot of damage. Okay. Samurai right, it's dead. You're out of psychic points. Now I would be and miss to have full psychic points right now if I used Roy's swap. However, I would be sitting in the lovely 2 HP. So I pressed the button. God, that was very quick. Oh boy. Oh, thank goodness. I could try out that skill now, but that would be extremely bad. I'm gonna do it. Oh, only to myself. Oh, never mind.
Michael.
Okay, never mind. Ah, didn't get the last one.
Go to shell.
Oh, go to him instead. Interesting. Interesting.
Michael.
If the enemy attacks someone else though, does he protect them as well or only Michael? That's what I'm wondering. Key Key! Dungeon key. Shouldn't have been the sewer key? Who knows? Well, I guess it's all in the eyes of a dungeon. I wonder if I have enough experience to level up one more time. Always gonna consider doing that real quick first. Oops. Some friend you are. I always love that so much. I love sarcastic answers. Level 9. Another one? Nope. You have a level up. I guess if my friends level up, I also earn a level up, so. Okay, let's see. Skill, obviously. Healing song. Ah, that would be extremely useful right now. For these. Bonus is speed right now, but I'm kind of fine with that, so. Obviously, I'm gonna go with health. And strength. Defense, maybe? No, health, because everything's percentage based. So, Joel, I was saying this last time. Because everything is percentage based healing, I really wonder that increasing health is a lot better than increasing defense. Well, you know, to not do all, you know, just don't ignore defense, but like, I feel like health is more important because no matter how big of health you get, healing items do better. So if you could basically out heal your opponent in a case in the future. This is the favorite convoluted level up that's not heard legends about. It's not as convoluted. I like the concept. You have to, you basically pick and you have bonuses, so that means you're tempted to use one on a bonus to not waste it, because if, you know, you go by the floor, you basically, you know, can't use it anymore. I actually I'm very interested in that system. It's not convoluted at all. It's just very, very interesting. I really like that concept, and I kind of do wish that like another game would revisit that idea again. How many Yiki and out jokes have you endured so far? From chat, not really. Well, a couple from my friends, but from the game itself, not much. Okay, Joel said I could get this somehow, so. Said like you can use the chest if you use Dolly. Oh, they're boomerang. I did not know they were a boomerang. Top hat and $15. What's this top? Oh, I don't have your equipment. No wonder. Top hat. The HP by 3. Defense cost 5. Might as well pair with a monocle, you hipster scum. Jesus. I guess we'll just fit him with whatever we got. Oh, I meant if you want to get a chest without fighting the enemy. Oh, I see. Was it that the answer is here too? I didn't understand that. But the game itself would make a Yiki Now joke. I mean, the artwork in the game is like that, but oh boy, a lot of rocks. What a way to tutorialize the year and a new ability. That's fine, just excessive. Other games will do that as well. They will focus on like specifically one. I don't think this save. No, I'll save anyway. They'll focus on a lot, so that's fine. Again, I think a lot of these things sometimes it's a bit exaggerated. Like that's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, these things. Yeah, tool to help you here. I think it's called Hair Whip, my signature move. Basically, let your bangs fall in your eyes and jerk your head forward while torquing your shoulders. It's just right. You should be able to cut through small bushes. What? But I want to try it. The art of the hair flip while looking cool. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh, I need Dolly for this. I don't need Dolly for this. It has to, okay, it has to be where I can, like, look at the chest. Interesting. So yeah, I guess we're just learning a ton of new moves with the party members then. Yeah, this is the game basically saying, like, yeah, you're in the real stuff now. You're no longer in the beginning. I want to see a model do that. I want to use the 3D model again. Hopefully setting it to 30 FPS will make it so that it will be fine. So that it doesn't crash my graphics card again. I also want to get a new model, but that's expensive, and I don't want to do that. So I was like, do I make it myself? But that takes a lot of time. Ah, goodness. Decisions, decisions, decisions. I pressed it for too long. I still did a lot of damage. Pickle Packles, hello! I dodged that, Jesus. Oh wait, you were saying the Yik out earlier. Never mind, I thought you were someone else because of the dark green text. Another dodge. Dodging and defending just remind me of Dokapon a little bit. No, 100% orange juice. What am I saying? Like the choice between dodging or defending, except it's just how good you are at that. How much you're risking. Dokapon Remake is coming out soon. I want to buy it. And then have no one to play it because, like, I am assuming the other people need copies too, and I don't know if I want to pay that much for a game. So, I don't know. Game cute, game very cute. I wanna. Oh, that almost killed it. I could do the multi-hit attack. I might want to save that for later. I mean, how much is that? That's 4. So I can only use twice in the. Yeah, I'll save it. I want to get rid of the middle guy first. Because we're definitely, yeah, there's always a boss or some mini boss at the end of this, so, you know, gotta just make sure. $17 critical damage. I always thought in the past, back in Pokemon, that, ow, at least it was only 5. I always assumed that that critical hit meant always double damage. So that was just something I always felt, and every time I saw double damage, I just simply, or every time I see critical hit, I always assumed it's double damage, even though it didn't do double damage. Recover up to 100% max HP overflow is converted to psychic points. Let's see. Let's try to see how this minigame goes. Oh, L. Wait, L trigger is not the L. It's the bumper, I think. Right? Is L trigger? No, L trigger is the back buttons. Is it? Is that piece of controller working? Actually, I need to see it again. Give me a sec. That layout. Triggers. Yeah, that is trigger. Try it again. Oh, actually, no, he's set full HP now. It's something as if it targets one person, pretty sure it targets your whole party. Yeah, he says, like, I got you, Michael, so I assume it's only for him, it seems like. But no, it's, yeah, he just takes damage for someone else. For everybody. Because he took damage for Vela earlier. So it increases, but then change the dialogue. That would make sense. Yeah. This basically kind of works. The idea is that it like,
look out for number 1.
What's it called? It's like Hylix when you like in other games you defend for yourself, but in Hylix, Hylix 2. You can defend for a party member. So the cool concept of that gameplay over there is that you can defend the party member who's going to attack an enemy that's going to counter attack. So they're defended and they don't take as much damage. It's kind of like that, except he does it for the whole party. So, oh, that makes sense why he has a swap move now. So he increases defense so that he can take the hit for someone else. And if his HP is low, swap your psychic points for your health so that you can have a lot more health and you can go back to protecting. He is literally a tank. You really like, yeah, I like Helix 2 a lot. I really like it a lot. Helix 2 is just so good. Animation style and even gameplay wise, so relaxing. But as for this game, I think for now it's just going to be weird, cool, and we're just going to see how things turn out. So far, oh, that's going to kill anyway. So far, it's just been enjoyable. It's a game. Fun moments, weird, wacky characters. Let's see how things go on. So this is also teaching me to just keep using Dali. Alex looks inside of the chest. No, we kind of got it from a cat boomerang. It's a game. Helix 2? Yeah. We got a guitar. That is equipment for Vela, so. Plus 1 HP, plus 1 strength, minus 9 luck. Normally I wouldn't consider that, but that's a really, really big stat down. And for only 1 HP and 1 strength. I'll keep my luck. Yeah. It is critical chance. I'm just wondering, like, why does it go down so much for 1 plus attack? It's the same enemy layout we had earlier, so. Well, we know. Shoot, this is the sleep. I messed up. Alright, that rat's falling asleep anyway. They want to try to get a tiny boosted attack, but I angered a leprechaun in the process. I mean, that's basically Terraria in the end, actually, now that I think about it.
Michael!
Yeah, if you mess up on one, the rest of the party gets hit, but it doesn't do a lot of damage anyway. Okay. Well, I'll just attack the other one because we're gonna have Michael do an attack all party. Bam! Roy, you're in the way! Roy, it's Roy. But I think I'm just gonna keep saying Roy in the end. Is it still asleep? It's not asleep anymore. Is that how I think about it? It's just BAM! Well, you get some new moves later on, though. Because just defending, just being the tank. There was interesting things you can do with tanks. I, personally, for myself, not even for, like, this game at all, but just, like, any game, I always love a regenerative tank. I always love the idea of regen. Just the idea that if you just do enough damage, even though you don't hit as hard, focus on just keeping attacking, because attacking gives you health back, you know? So it's just a constant stream of always attack. And I mean, it doesn't have to just be attack. It could also be some strategy along with that, but I just always like the concept of regenerative stuff. Alright, what do you have in store, little man? Ooh, those are pretty toughies. Alright, we're gonna go all out on this one. See, stuff like this here, where it does this cutscene where it says it's protecting everybody. Well, that's something that could ironically, be monetized so that it just skips where there's just a quick blurb that it's protecting everyone with like an icon or something. Turtle in a sweater in the sewer? Unheard of. Very, very cute game. Well, I don't need to protect with this guy, honestly, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an item, I'm going to restore some psychic points, and I think I'm going to do that to Michael. Yeah, it's because old RPGs do it that way, but I would argue that's something in old RPGs I wish weren't a thing. And I think even when some games are remakes, they make that go a lot faster now. Like Live a Life. Well, Live a Life, that's probably not a bad good example. Level 5, level 5. The skull's level 1, so I'm not gonna worry about that for now, but it's the... Oh, they're both the same thing, but they're both the same level. So I don't know if that means they're a different character, or... I don't know. Got some weird out of the battle track, sorry. This is the weird RPG. How did you not know this earlier? Photoshop. Not Photoshop. Photoshoot. Sorry. There should be instant kill for you. Yeah. You mean nothing to me, little skull. I did a lot of health to the panda. Oh! Oh wait, I think they did they did a party all attack and the panda took all of that. Ooh. Oh, okay, so the panda's weak to party attacks. Very interesting. I play their throne, so I'm used to weird sounding battle music. Ah, right. Weird, breakcore, action, calming. Yeah, I've heard a lot of music. I just want music that's addicting. Give me music that I can listen to forever and like I can do work. I'm just that kind of person, you know? Michael. I want the music that I can beep and bop that'll be addicting for hours on end, that'll constantly want to keep listening over and over again. I don't know how to activate time energy. I don't know what for the record minigame. Oh wait. I don't know how to activate that. I keep pressing it and like nothing happens to it, so. I was asking earlier, like, how do you know how that worked? Hold the button during the attack or the defense minigame. So, oh, it slows it down, huh? Here, look, I'm gonna try it here. Oh. And go so well. Okay, no, yeah, he protects everybody. Yeah, you can't do it a special method, that's fair. So, like, here. Yeah, I'm pressing L trigger, but nothing happens. So I don't know if it's the controller that's wrong, or like something's going on here. Because I set the auto fire to... Oops. That slowed down and I missed anyway. I have... No, it can't be backwards, can it? No, because then if I have auto fire on the other side, then... Here. Let me try something. Bella! Okay, hang on. We'll try something. We'll try something. Oh, you can go farther than that. Interesting. I didn't know you could actually mess that up. I mean, you can. You can do that in Mario too, but like, I didn't expect that. No, I'm pressing the other buttons and wait, hang on. I just realized. No, it's not pressing the control sticks either. Yeah, I don't know what button it is. Go to shell. If we can find like L trigger, LT, that should be ZL. But yeah, I don't know. Here. That's a weird key. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna try something. Don't really need the D-pad for anything, so I'm gonna get rid of the D-pad. Can't be. It can't be, right? Yep, no, never mind. I tried putting the D-pad to the mapping one of the D-pad keys to the right trigger, and like, yeah, that didn't work. Just to make sure it wasn't backwards or anything. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the A button to auto fire. So, because I'm not gonna use the D-pad for this game, so I'm just gonna have that be auto fire, and then I'm gonna restore the triggers to normal. Okay, Z, R, this right trigger. That should be fine. Left trigger behavior. Yep, regular press. Not toggle, not anything. There's nothing wrong with it. All regular settings. Let's remove that real quick. Yep, this all looks normal here. Left bumper, right bumper. And what I was saying about that earlier about the controllers, Jotel, is that it was like that for the PlayStation, but the Xbox seemed to actually map my buttons correctly. So A button is where my A button is in the with the controller and what it shows. So it's all good. It looks like Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory and Mark Zuckerberg did a fusion dance. No, that wouldn't look like him at all. Sheldon maybe, but not Mark Zuckerberg. No, not at all. The guy's not. You've seen pictures of him. He doesn't look like this at all. Sheldon, no, I think that was the look they were going for. Okay, I'm gonna try this real quick. Pressing, yeah. D-pad works fine, but otherwise the triggers, yeah, don't do anything. I don't know if it's a problem with my Switch. Probably it's not my Switch because I've been playing Terraria with it just fine. So I really don't know what the issue is with that. Fountain soda. Turn that off. I think he has like red hair though. Oh. Well, you're the one staring at pictures of him for some reason, so I don't know. Don't look at me weird. This is a game that doesn't, I'm thinking, is this a game? No, if my bumpers were working for the auto fire, then it should work. What's mapped? I'm gonna keep thinking about this. It should be normal. It should be extremely normal. There shouldn't be any issue with this. Yeah, because RB and LB work fine here. I don't know. Smelling salts, 5. That's very useful. I don't like the look of that chest just standing there. Give me a quick sec. Boomerang. Cute cat. Yeah, no, I'm not fighting that just now. I need someplace to heal. Just looking around, seeing if there's a place to heal. That seems like another boss battle, so I'm gonna just avoid that for now. Anything up here? Yeah! Oh. Well. You equip with all your skills. For example, you know, a skill that called Banish that can spell an entity from combat without killing it. What? Oh, it has to be an entity specifically, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, it does say crack. I think that's a Futurama joke. Yeah, that's a Futurama joke, I think. This is all psychic points. I have 200. This is 7. I have 6 lemonades though, so I think I'm fine, and like a lot of mountain soda, so I'm fine. Food, however. You've seen Futurama, right? Pickles? Packles? You know the joke I'm referring to, right? Put the vending machines alongside soda. It's like root beer, isn't it though? Get 6 of these. I think I have too much healing items. Frozen crack them? Why not, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'll see what this room has first. Yeah, it seems like it's all gonna be battles. So before I come into here, let's heal up a little bit. Hamburger. Alright, we're pretty much fully healed now. I don't watch producer, but I wouldn't doubt it having a crack color joke. No, it wasn't exactly that. It was, the joke was that they were in a bad part of town. Like, there was layers to it. The character Bender was saying like, oh, this place has the gourmet ingredients for cooking, but it's like an abandoned, like clearly a very troubled town. And then you see this bit where this guy is starting to like at a vending machine that's selling like refreshing crack that he's trying to get, and then the bottle gets stuck in the machine. So he just that's great. Yeah, I'm pressing the bumpers. Nothing happens. I don't know what is it. I don't know why.
Righteous.
So here, here's a question. Oh, Slumneko's playing One Shot, and VGM is playing Omori. I hope to God he's not speedrunning it. All achievements. Here's an idea I have. I'm gonna set one of the triggers ZL. And I'm gonna go for the keyboard and the bracket, right? The left bracket. So I'm gonna go with the left bracket and see if that does anything, because I'm curious to see if I set the key, because I think can I still move even if it's a controller support? Because you can switch, right? Yeah, you can switch. Oh, are you still doing awake? I was building a program. Can you not see that on screen? I built a program for this stream. Okay, so watch this. So I think I have a feeling that the tortoise attack would really hurt because it's probably a mini boss of some kind. Yeah, there we go. It's being used. So I don't know what the controller has it for. I don't know why it's not accepting my input, but I'm happy with the keyboard button because you mentioned it was a left bracket and now that works. Ah, I've solved another thing unintentionally. This I won't count for the game because this is an issue I have with other games with the Switch controller. This is something I'm used to with the Switch controller. That sometimes for some games it just has issues with this. I had this issue with Psychonauts because the bumpers didn't work. So, okay, let's see this. Okay, it slow downs a lot. Let's see. I pressed the wrong button. Frick! I pressed the wrong one. I thought it was the other bumper. Oh shit! I had the menu open. Sorry for taking full damage there, Roy. But sorry. Give me a sec. Hang on. I'm gonna fix things again. Cause now I know. Now I know. Triggers. Right trigger. A. Settings. Hold the turbo. Okay. Now I know. Now we have the perfect setup. We're perfectly fine. Post-Low Battle setup reminds me of a bit of Persona 5. Yeah, but then again, Persona 5 is compared to everything these days, so I'm not surprised. I still haven't played Persona 5. Jody, you're both a favorite input scheme for the rest of the game. I'm fine with it. I had worse. I'm perfectly fine with that. Persona 5 copy date confirmed. I only know the beginning of the game. I don't know the rest of Persona 5, and I know it goes kind of downhill because the beginning is extremely great, and then the story just kind of is kind of normal from what I heard. It was all beat.
Right in the manhole.
Okay, so let's see if I can actually do this properly. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I can do that twice in one round. Oh my goodness. 20 plus combo attack. That's gonna be great. And I missed that again. Sorry, Rory, for taking most damage, but it seems to not hurt him that much. So I think we're pretty good to just keep wailing at him for a while. Hydrate, sweaty gamer. Sure, fine, I will. You jerk. Making me hydrate like this. The LP toss will never miss. You can attack faster, so you see how nerfed the LP toss plus turbo plus time energy was not okay. So LP toss was the the thing. Never miss. You can attack faster, so you see how. Oh wait, you. Oh, okay. So if you. Yeah, because then the discs aren't being pushed away. Yeah. And that's for all enemies. Okay, yeah, I can see how that would be pretty broken. So did they just lower the damage in it? Yeah, the damage is unreasonably low now. That sucks. But that's understandable. Then again, balancing this kind of stuff is extremely difficult. I can recognize that. Because you basically have to, like, in just a move, you know, in any RPG, a move, like, the balancing just comes for how, like, if it's a normal attack, okay, it does moderate damage, you know, it's just a thing to use when you're just using a normal attack, you know. Shouldn't do too much, shouldn't do too little. But if it's like does too much damage, let's put a mana cap on it that you have to spend in order to use that move. It makes sure it's not too powerful that you can just take on bosses like that, you know? But when it comes to minigame stuff like this, the balance also has to come by, like, how good you are in the minigame, and that depends player to player, because some players are good at a certain move, some players are not, so it's like difficult. Oh shit. So yeah, It depends on the player's skill, and then balancing based on that. If it's a hard minigame, if it's an easy minigame, how much damage does it do is based on how well you did. It's a very interesting thing. Whereas the would look a lot better if they just rework numbers. Since the minigames you can tell a lot and get huge damage out of them are fun. So I wish they made the rest of the like that's why Mario Luigi games are fun. Yeah, exactly.
Michael.
Seeing like the damage scale up because you did well very much instead of like you trying so hard and the damage numbers are still low, so you don't want to try anymore because one, it was difficult to do and the damage wasn't even that worth it. So yeah, of course you don't want to keep doing that. It's not exactly bad. I understand that it's a difficult thing, and I'm really wondering something. I don't know. I don't want anyone to tell me as well, just because I want to leave it a surprise for the future and all that. But it's just the curiousness of like, will we get new moves that actually like? We'll definitely get new moves, right? That has different mini games or something that does more power or something that does effects because their stat effects, their stat buffs. So I'm assuming like we're gonna get new moves with that kind of stuff, and we're not gonna. I was wondering about a certain thing of how we're only gonna get damage dealing moves in the end, but this shouldn't be the case. Yeah, it's status effects earlier. I know you haven't played this game, Val, so I know you're not gonna say a spoiler. To be fair, I mean, we don't even have a stronger hitting move. We only have moves that deal from a party. I mean, Michael does have a debuff move, but then again, I can't tell what phase is the best phase for it to have the worst status effects, so that's the other thing too. Like, I'm getting it. It just takes a while to like understand, you know? But it's not too complicated. I've had way more complicated games in this game. Yeah, someone has a... Why did it grow back? Someone has a crush on somebody. Lots of fanfiction can be drawn there, right? Can I open the chest in an angle, even if it's like I just aim it at the very... Oh, right, there's the... Oh. Okay, has a gap. Fitted ball cap. We got some equipment for once. Well, we did earlier, but... You have that... You don't have a hat, so... Ooh, those are big stat buffs. Defense plus 4, speed plus 9, luck plus 2, and this is defense plus 4, luck plus 7. Well... Does she really... No, yes, speed is important for her. She's the healer. It would be important that she goes first a lot instead of last, otherwise... We couldn't really heal, and, yeah. As for you, you have top hat, which had some defense. This has... Okay, that's plus 2 defense, which this is also plus 2 defense, but also luck 7. But Michael has the... Oh, yeah, Michael has the attack the whole group, so I think luck would be great to have some more critical hits in case there's a group of enemies. Speed? I am the speed. Art is not what you see, but what you make others see. Just like my radical blade, that was so close to being something really magical there. And you just ruined it right there on the spot. That's why I'm gonna have to murder you. Oh, I don't have that much time energy. It doesn't get restored. That sucks, but that makes sense. It's like it's team battle points from Memori. I am also very sleepy. I see. Do you wanna take a nappy? You want a half nappy? Oh god, I'm thinking time energy with Michael's attack all move with the photograph thing. Cause like, can you imagine that attacking the whole party with like even more power? Oh my god, that would be an instant kill for the entire party. And it balances itself out because I can't restore it for the next battle, so yeah. Just it feels me take damage, I believe. Yeah, I see it. I remembered that much.
Look out for number 1.
Alright, let's... 44. Imagine like double or triple that. I didn't do that much damage. 40 damage among all, but it could be stronger. Yeah, get him out first. Just focus on him. The rest we can handle easily. Not that strong. I just attack all of them because I know eventually... I don't know, I forgot if this... It's kind of like the mini-boss, but this isn't a boss fight, so we're gonna have to deal with the rats afterwards anyway, so... I know you, game. I know Ring Fit Adventure actually take out the minions when you defeat the main boss. But again, that's, you know, Ring Fit Adventure is not exactly the actual RPG, it's just an exercise game in the form of an RPG, which... I also did a little bit today, so I'm feeling good for that. But gotta keep working strong. Gotta keep going. Keep going, you know.
Look out for number 1.
The batteries. Oh, so the battery timers those look a bit like covered up from the character portraits up there too. That's a bit odd. That feels like a mistake. I'm gonna lower that a little bit. That definitely feels like a mistake. It's like it's obviously blocked by that, yet it's showing you that you have a limited time. Like it could also be a decoration, but at the same time, I feel like that's a display that would be nice to show how much time you have left. Oh, we have a certain very long battle earlier in the game. Did I? I mean, there was a long battle, but I don't know if it's the one you're talking about. I don't remember actually right now. It wasn't too long. Was it when we were recruiting Velma? Because that took a little bit. But again, I had a longer battle in Bravely Default of all cases. I don't want to say in case you didn't see it yet. Oh, okay. So it was an optional fight. Style boss, the recruits also need to be taken down regardless of the boss. Oh, Metopia does that as well? I see, I see. Bravely Default had oh, I can't pet the rat. Bravely Default had a harder, like, boss that was like story required. Like it's a story boss, yet it was so much it took so long because she kept like making the rest of the party couldn't do any damage except for the new party member we just had that does a lot of damage, but they kept putting her to sleep so she couldn't do anything, and we had just to stand there waiting for her to wake up, and then finally we could attack. It was such a weird thing. I was just like, why is it like this, you know? Anyway, I don't think I got the purple one, did I? Yeah. Who's the every? Oh, Trist. Very cute. I gotta work on the game. God, I love being an adolescent monstrosity samurai tortoise. That's cute. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, I don't have Michael have his psychic points on, but I don't think I'm going to be using his move. I'm going to wait until the bar is full, and then I'm going to use Michael's attack. Probably with only one guy standing. No, you know what? I'll save it. We haven't met the boss yet. I'll save it for the boss. For unknown mitosis.
Go to shell.
Pickle Packles, you ever use Unity? Or how do you feel about Unity?
Go to shell.
Nice. Man, hitting those dodges, honestly, pretty nice. I'm just asking Pickle if you know, like, how he feels about Unity, that's all. Yeah, I'll just use pacifism.
Bella. Right in the manhole.
I really have a professional opinion on Unity. Because I made, so the discontent and hope bars that I have on screen, I made that in Unity. I was originally going to have just images in OBS, and I was going to stretch out the images to make it, you know, move and all that. But making it on the program is way easier. Making it in the program was so much easier. It like, I don't have to worry about images or stretching. I don't have to keep clicking OBS to stretch an image and pick on the right layer. And like, it that was a lot easier, and like I'm very happy for that. And I say what kind of knowledge to use Unity. It takes a while to understand, but otherwise it's not like it's a huge problem. I missed too early, but it's not like super bad. It's just the kind of program that's any game program. It takes a while to learn and understand just how coding is. I think the hard struggle of starting out in Unity is like the quirks it has, like having to, you have to code things in a way that's a specific, like a certain specific way just to get a value, where other programs kind of just like make it a lot easier. Like for example, in Game Maker, when an object interacts with another object and you want to make sure it changes the value in the other object, you can just put dot other or dot this object, and then whatever thing you put in there will affect the other object. But in Unity, you kind of have to do this step where you have to declare. Oh, here, hang on. Ah, no, I messed up. That's 20. I only did 14. I didn't do that much anyway. But yeah, you got to see it. I just need to go another round and then, yeah. And then it'll be like 40.
Go to shell.
It's great. I can make I know how to make some games. I know how to code decently well, so I can use that to make programs that are in game systems, but like they're not going to be used for games. They're going to be used for like actual programs, and I can't just have it on stream. There was once a time that I wanted to use this guy made a crane game. And I really wanted to use that for stream at one point because I found like, oh, it's kind of neat. People can play like a crane game on stream while I am loading or something, but not extremely worth it, honestly. I'm not gonna stay in the waiting screen that long, and also, Poor Alex got knocked off. The other thing is, I'm gonna say it again. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, crane game. I wanna keep the like dark retro computer room that I have. I'm gonna update that someday. I'm gonna redraw that. I'm gonna make a drawing, and I'm gonna have that happen. That will look a lot better. It's gonna be hard, but I want that to be a thing.
Look out for number
The
one.
thing about simpler gaming is there's someone who could use Unity for their job, but it was for mediocre software. Remember seeing a normally 2D Unity game have a twist where it suddenly goes 3D and I responded with, I get it, the game uses Unity. Was that EverQuest? Or no, not EverQuest. That's the game that like EvoQuest, right? Was that game where it becomes mediocre software, not medical software? Pickle, are you talking about the game that's like starts off in 2D and then like it evolutionizes to 3D because it's like showing the the evolution of games? Because that concept was pretty neat. That was a really charming thing. I withheld the title because the change was part of the huge spoiler. Oh. So that was the game, huh? That was the game! I knew it! I knew it! $27. Only 13 damage. I guess it just has high defense. The game is called Under Hero. Ooh, I see. I see.
Go to shell.
Honestly, right here, like, this kind of gameplay right here is probably why, like, it also didn't help much with whatever heat it was dealing with, because there's not much you can do with a tanky opponent. You just have to slowly wither down. There's not much I can do right now, at least not that I know. Unless Johto, if there's something I can do that does more damage other than leveling up or getting better equipment. I mean, that could be the case. I could begin, but I didn't see like a store. Like there was a new equipment shop, but it didn't seem like to buff up my attack that much. Or maybe I should have leveled up a little more. Like I did fight a couple of more, so maybe I could level up a little bit there too.
Righteous.
I'm not sure.
Look out for number 1.
All I know is get as much strength and luck as possible and use Dolly to stun enemies to skip them. Yeah, that's not exactly a great thing, but then again, not like it's gonna be this doesn't have to be a masterpiece. There's so many other RPG Maker games that End Roll doesn't have like I think, you know what, I'm starting to wonder. I mean, this is still better than Great Garden and RPG Maker games from that person, from Great Garden 1 and Ahara, because frickin' those games, like, battles are non-existent. You skip everything. There's too many battles on the. There's too many enemies on the screen. You win a fight after like 2 turns all the time. Even boss battles, it's only after like 3 turns. So I think this is the opposite of that issue. In RPG Maker games, battles are super short because nothing's balanced well. They just want you to get through. The story is what you're there for. In this case, I think it has the opposite problem of things spend a little too much time, and yeah. Spend a little too much time in fights. It's simple, it's easy to get through. It just takes a long time. So I wonder how many hours I'm gonna spend here, I wonder.
Michael.
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga has the RPG Maker problem? No, Mario and Luigi is the exception to this. Because you're doing your successful actions make the fight go faster. Play Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, messing up all the commands. Like, don't even press A and B. Just, then you'll see how slow the battles become. Even for enemies attacking, have them attack you. See how quickly you die. In RPG Maker games, you're not pressing buttons. It's supposed to be a strategy, but those games don't focus on that because they focus more on the story. They want you to get through the story more than actually getting through meaningful combat. Unless some do, like Amori or what's an RPG Maker game that's combat? I don't remember. But this game is giving me that feeling where it's like, yeah, oh, you know what? I should level up first and then I should go and save. Well, no, I'm gonna go save and then go level up in case I make a mistake when I come back. Like redo. That's the order I feel like I have to do this. Yeah, I know there's an easy mode. However, I did say and swore and oh no, not that swore. But I did say that I want to go through the most original I can for this game, and that's what I'm gonna do. So this problem I'm dealing with, they've changed that, sure. But that's just showing off like this is how it was, and I can see the reason why they did that. That shouldn't have been a problem in the first place, but that's the world we live in, and that's what we got, and that's what we're gonna get. Only one level up, really? Okay. Maybe I shouldn't do psychic points as much. I don't really have a lot of good moves for it. Boy, learned the skill protest. Alright, he has something to do now. +3, that's gonna go for attack, isn't it? Bonus speed unlock, haha! No, it's gonna definitely go on strength. I really like the music in this place too. The whistling that appears, so good. I'll just increase the luck to 2. I can't level up, so I'll just leave. Yeah, just lower some defense, lower some HP. I mean, me personally, make the game a little faster. If they're, I am worried if like they go and remake it, they remake the whole combat system. But I wonder if they're gonna either like make it worse or that it's gonna lose its charm. But if it actually does fix a lot of the issues, then it should be no big deal. Anyway, door is locked. Use purple key. Oh, you're gonna make me use the locks all individually? Seriously? Okay. It's fine. Doesn't take too much time. So see, it's a check for all 3 in the end. It doesn't. Oh.
Oh, Rory, you are so wrong. So wrong.
Can't you see her too? That's my sister. That's Carrie.
Oh shit!
Wait, we don't.
We need to get the hell out of here.
They don't. Wait, Roy, what are you talking about? You haven't even seen. They haven't even seen your sister. Unless they showed a photo of it.
Wait. We need to.
Was there a
remain
photo?
calm.
Did he send a
We
photo?
need to try and talk to him.
Carrie, I brought some friends. This is Alex, Mike.
Bro, we're really facing God right now. It is a normal RPG.
That isn't
The end is always fighting God.
Shut up. That's Carrie. Can't you feel it? It's so familiar. I can prove it. She understands what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. I've never been this close to anyone. Trust me, it's her.
Rory, that's not Carrie. Rory, that's you.
Imaginary. No, this can't be.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
That's your soul survivor. Your spirit, your consciousness.
How can that be? I'm right here.
Vela, what the hell is going on? You need to explain this.
Rory, what really happened to your sister? Something about your story doesn't add up. Let me hear the truth. Rory, please. I'm here to help you. Did your sister really vanish?
Oh, there's the shaking from the title screen.
She jumped off the overpass.
Yeah, that's why that grave's there. Hinting towards that.
Rory, that's terrible. Why did she do it?
What the hell kind of question is that? It was those bastards at school. Stupid, shitty girls always ragging on her, going out of their way to make her feel bad, picking on her for being my sister. Ugh! This is all my fault. It's all because of me, because of what I'm like. You know?
How did you find this place, Rory? When did you first see your soul survivor?
He went here before,
It was 2
man.
weeks after she died. I found her things. I came down there thinking she fell down or something. I don't know. And then I thought about dying too.
Okay, they didn't go to
I
the
wanted to
sewers,
die.
but around that
I needed
area.
to get away from this world. I needed to find her.
So yeah, basically in the illusion of thinking
you
like,
knew
oh,
she
she just
was dead.
disappeared, so
Of course.
add up with the whole
It's okay. You can tell me.
the arc line
I'm
was
not
kind of
judging
dull for the
anything you
situation.
say.
Clearly, I haven't
Tell
played
me
Xenoblade
all.
Chronicles 2 with Rex.
I surrendered myself to the ether.
But yeah, no.
To the realm outside of this one.
Let's get, with the whole like imagining
Bella.
to like think that she
Dude.
just vanished because
Why?
he feels guilt so
Why not
much
you
about
removed
that.
Your body?
I didn't get far. I separated from my physical form, and then I saw my body and my sister, which you say is me.
Did you leave the Earth?
I was so close. I was so far away. And then I saw it. The soul survivor. The entity. Whatever the hell you called it.
So yeah, here we go again. So yeah, grounded,
Listen to me,
and then
Chloe.
we go into the
You
more.
left your body when you
do I
surrendered
call it?
yourself to your misery. You abandoned this physical form, and your soul was about to enter the soul space. But what you saw was not.
Yeah,
yours.
so this is
That
the
soul over there is not
what do we
hers.
call?
It is yours.
This is the trend I've
I
noticing so
traveled the
far.
soul
It goes
space,
from
and I
grounded, and then
understand
it
what I
takes
am
on the
seeing when I
form
look
to
at the
this
entities. I see
this
the
place you don't
marks of
really
your soul,
like.
and I
You can
tell
like
you
out of
that
context, you're not gonna understand as
is
much,
another
but it
you.
is connected in a
Somewhere
way.
out there in the soul space, this you left his world and stumbled on yours. That's you from another plane. It's likely it was experiencing the same suffering as you.
Yeah, it's not two separated things.
I
It is a
understand.
parallel in the end.
Fella, can you please explain what's going on here?
She
It's
is.
inevitable. Suffering is
Alex has turned away
I
just because
understand
just
what you were
being
feeling.
completely like
This
unable to
depression is
even
unbearable.
understand what's going
I
on.
can't take it anymore. The depression pain part is an unavoidable reality. But whether or not you can overcome it is up to you.
Yeah,
You
I'm
decide
seeing how this
if
game,
you're
how
going
this
to
game's
keep going.
kind of
Your
putting on
sister
its
is
threads.
gone. There's no changing that. But traveling the soul space is incredibly dangerous, and if you're not careful, you'll end up like him. You can't help but feel the pain, but you can get through the suffering. That will go away. Look, I know it's easy for me to say. I'm not the one whose sister is dead. But you have to understand that I am telling you the true reality of the situation. You're playing with some otherworldly dangers here.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Is that... Damn it! Guys, we need to run!
Fella, will you tell me what the hell is going on? What is all this about?
I think it's a golden alpaca. Damn it, we need to run! Come on, let's get out of here!
Hey, you're in the title screen. So you're the main villain or something, are you? That's not good. Yeah, this thing. This thing is in the title scene or title screen.
Reality after reality, I find a similar scenario. Children playing a game they don't understand. No matter. As I have time and time again, I will remove your illicit presences. Soul Traveler, I sentence you to soul death. You will reside in this reality.
It's not exactly Persona. No, it's something else actually. See I'll explain later when things aren't exactly autoplaying. But for now, Alex be dead. Damn, he couldn't even fight back. Ooh, nice colors. Oh, this is the same filter too. Yeah. I really like this weirdness. Really do love this weirdness, actually. I'm loving. Oh, we're here.
Disgusting. And it is also disappointing. Reality after reality, I find a similar scenario. Children playing a game they don't understand. No matter, as I have time and time again, I will remove your illicit presences. Starting with you, the paralleled one. Interesting. You shouldn't be here either, chance traveler, and you, stitched into reality's fabric for dramatic effect, playing the childhood mate. You don't belong. Perhaps the similarities between this scenario and the others are only surface level.
I find that interesting line too. That childhood friends in that like role.
Reside in this reality no more.
Oh. I wanted to fight him. I guess that's another thing. So, like, everyone has a role to play, apparently. Like, he's basically giving off of, like, certain things. Low-tier god on them. I mean, that's kind of that's basically it. Like, we're dealing with things of, like, they don't understand. So, like, they're trying to figure out everything, so it's understandable that that's kind of the whole deal. Again, nothing makes sense right now, but it's one of those things of, in time, maybe there'll be some explanations. Then again, we are in a world that we kind of don't belong right now. Oh, I do not like the sound of that warning. How much damage does this do? 10, that's not good. So, okay, we're gonna have a chance to attack here. So, from what I'm saying, so the whole soul space that they were saying, I'm believing, I'm gonna take this chance. They took something grounded, like Roy feeling guilty over this thing that happened. That's very tragic and traumatic, obviously, and believes that they're at fault. So the whole like separating to another being, that the whole, you know, how do they call it, like mythical fantasy, the fantasy aspect they brought up, I think is just more to say of like separating yourself from that to try to avoid thinking about it, the whole soul space thing they were bringing up. So I think the whole deal of this game so far has been like things happen and trying to separate yourself from it, at least so far. I don't know exactly just yet, and it will become in time where we're gonna get more and more clues in case like that will be the case, but that is my guess right now. Anyway, for the Golden Apalka, I also like his sword is Cloud Sword, you know, from Final Fantasy, but it has like the kind of stitching on it and the wings and everything. Kind of feels like this is a culmination of just wearing sneakers. I feel like this is a culmination of a couple of ideas scrammed into one, you know? Just the idea of like a lot of things into one that you can't really process right now at the moment. Something so dangerous you really don't want to encounter. But then again, I already met a godlike creature before that played God in Crosscode, so we're just gonna beat him up like normal. $31. How much does that do? 20. Very nice. That barely does anything. Things with Golden Apalka design, and if I remember looking different in Y2. Oh, really? What did it look like before? Hey, you know what? Send me a picture. I'm curious. Oh, I didn't see Rory's new move. I'll do that next turn. Also, it's not like Persona at all. Persona is the same as Deltarune actually right now. I should call one. Aren't you killing them? Persona has the whole deal with Persona is that you have a character that you go into basically their heart in that you're trying to remove. So I'm gonna use Deltarune because I use that as a better comparison. And then I'll go with... Okay, from what I know of Persona 5, specifically Persona 5, I don't know the others. The whole idea from the first chapter that I've seen is like there's this gym teacher that has this feeling about how they act towards, like, you know, the other school children. So going to this alternate world we see his true nature, right? And then then you try to destroy that. Okay, in Deltarune it's kind of the same deal where you're going to this parallel world where it shows the true feelings of the characters. So like in the first chapter it's about Susie having a friend because she doesn't normally have a friend, and then in chapter 2 it's about Noelle and her like desire to be more you know, stronger with the queen and her relationship with Burley and that kind of stuff. So this isn't that exactly. It's more of like it's not an alternate reality in form of the feeling of the characters. It's more of like the feeling of wanting to be detached from something that happened to you in another place, but it causes more trouble in the end. I think that's just how I see it. I mean, so far. So Dark Worlds are being loosely compared to Mind Places. Yeah, exactly. Because they are also literally like a room. Like the first chapter takes place in a room where all these, like, you can see the path in the real world, and then, you know, chapter 2 takes place in a computer room where all these wires take place, which is where the world is, you know, taking form. Protest. Fight what you believe in. Chance of lowering enemies' luck.
Hungry?
Really? We just lower their critical chance strike? It's not really that great, but okay. Golden and Patka did not like Rory's protest. Fair. Oh, wait, Vela has the move to get rid of Soul Survivors or something like that, right? Zero damage. Maybe I shouldn't even get rid of it. Nice. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna survive this. Thank you, Roy. We're in very low health right now. I'm gonna put Panda defense for now. So I have healing sign, but I also have banish.
See ya.
Nice. Almost died from that. Level 4 the mine dungeon. Okay. Now time to heal. And I'll use Velva's turn again to heal Alex completely. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll keep using Velva for that. Doesn't mean it doesn't seem to do too much. Even damage to us, so maybe we should just keep it there and just keep attacking him. Like this. Ah, get there. That was too soon. That was too soon. I just wasted 10 energy. God damn it. That happens. That happens. Alright, healing song on Alex. And I think I can actually play this for once. Okay, whatever, I fully healed anyway.
Bella!
Hey, there are voice splits for the other characters. So now he doesn't, he's not just a fan of Michael. Your internet broke, but your stream was still going. Weird. Well, well, you know how you have a delay. You're downloading a future, like a small part of my stream. Oh, that's why that's a bad thing. Okay, good to know. I'll keep that in mind next time. All right, let's try this again. This was like DNS not working. That yeah, that was the that could be the other thing. Okay, so. Ah, whatever. Well, caught the warning. He absorbed the soul survivor onto him, so now I know that's extremely dangerous for that to happen. So I'm gonna have to use Vella's turn to get rid of that before he absorbs it. Meanwhile, I'm gonna have Rory keep defending everybody. Oh, I could buff Rory again. I think he already has buff defense anyway. Oh, I didn't want. I want to use that on the Golden Survivor. I want to use it on the Golden Alpaca. Mage. Okay.
Vanish!
Okay. It's not too bad. It's just sometimes I don't get that reach.
Bella!
Been happening for 8 years even after switching ISP. Seriously? That's not good. I've been having issues with my internet, just sometimes well, but I don't think it's my internet. I think it's just the web browsers, because there's sometimes my internet just like dies, just tanks a lot for some reason. I don't know why. Ah, shoot. I didn't do too much. Oh, this is gonna be a lot. That does gonna be a lot slower. 8 damage. I ain't good. Actually, I can heal some. Yeah.
Bella!
Internets are weird. Internet just doesn't work. I'm gonna use. Do I have just? Yes, I do. Lemonade. Give it to Vella. She probably doesn't need it, but I'm just gonna have that on as insurance. She's really excited to say that word. Be careful! Okay, thank goodness.
Michael!
else to say really right now? I pretty much said everything I could say really at this point. Thank you very much for protecting. Like, I've just been playing more Terraria. I've been getting around, just working on art. I'm gonna finish this commission off soon, real quick, someday. Someday. Probably tomorrow. And I'll get working on just other things. I wish I had more. I don't know how to be the well-known on Twitter, and I think it's not even worth doing that right now because considering Twitter is a big old pile right now, it's not worth it. Even then, even if you're well-known on Twitter, like, it's like, oh, do a lot of commissions. It's not like you can raise your prices higher because then people are gonna start complaining it's too high. So in the end, it's kind of like a lose-lose situation, you know? I mean, it'll be fine. But I don't know. Just doesn't seem as right, you know?
Get out of this reality!
The best, I think, is to just still keep it as a hobby, and only if the situation arises you can do this full time, but even then, I don't know. And then you spend all the time drawing, but like everything's uncertain, you know? It would be nice. It would be nice. Very nice. The best.
Look out for number
I
one.
don't know. In the end of the day, I still see it just as a small pocket chain, you know? Like an actual workplace to pay bills, and then everything else I do that earns money is just things I want to do for fun, you know? All this as well I want to do for fun. Playing games, trying new things, drawing, all that is just for fun. The whole Patreon model with the whole, you know, just that would be also great to have as well, but that depends on your content. You know, you can't, like, you know, the whole Patreon kind of deal. Shit. The whole kind of deal with that is, in the end, you know, the feeling of, hey, are you good enough to make content that people actually want to see? Knowing that you don't do something people want, people are gonna not want to see your content anymore, not want to subscribe and all that. So I don't know, it's a complication. I'm very happy that people are able to do that, but it also must be just like kind of scary just thinking like that, you know? Ah, whatever. 27's still good. Doesn't do that much damage, just a couple of points more too. It's so strange.
Vanish!
I don't think I don't feel like I'm super strong for getting these attacks really well, you know? There you go. When you messed up at the 14. So messing up, okay, so messing up does actually affect it. I wasn't sure about that. Yeah, it just doesn't feel as much as powerful, but yeah. My randomness is affected too, so yeah, who knows? It just feels more that I'm like just outlasting more than it's an actual challenge. Like I understand the whole outlasting thing, but like if I'm just healing and all that, I don't know. Like the challenge in Bug Fables a lot. Ooh, that hurt. I'm gonna use an item. The challenge in Bug Fables a lot was just like that game was like if you look at my Let's Play, Jotell, I very heavily recommend that you watch my Let's Play, even though it's not that great, because I want you to pay attention to what I'm doing all the time, forever. I don't block a lot. I don't block really good, and that becomes a huge problem in later fights a lot. Like, so often. Reverse stalker, yeah, really. I want you to look at me and all that. I don't block, and that costs me a lot of fights where when I start realizing like, hey, I should block more because and pay attention to the timing, I live, surprisingly. And it's simply that. It's just simply the feeling of like, hey, when you block, shoot, whatever. How much damage does this do? 20 damage. Okay. When I block, I actually don't take as much damage, and I stop dying as much, surprisingly.
Out of my reality!
Oh, I might die if I don't get this. Oh, I won! Even though I died at the same time. Very forgiving, that one.
Bella.
I think I might want to change the story.
Be gone, reality breaker.
That dot was in there. I swear to you, that dot was in the brown slot. I swear to you, it was in there. SMH, I swear that hit. $42. So it's just some battle systems just even. Yeah, it seems like these fights, at least for now, I don't know why, but it just seems extremely long. I don't know. The thing I saw there is a normal enemy can kind of takes most people 20 minutes to kill. Jeez, man. Yeah, no, that hasn't. I don't think that happened exactly. That was too early. Whoops. Was it 14? Should probably heal. I don't want to. Gotcha. But this seems like it's taking a long time. And it is a boss fight, I understand that. But I think the most important thing is just that I'm not feeling like I'm being tested, you know? I'm just being enduring. Because those weird things were spawning for a little bit. I think there's only a few battles that are like this that are long. I hope so. Okay, I'll keep normal mode, but we'll see. I'm gonna raise this content a little bit because of this. That's not gonna attack again, is it? When I do this window? Okay, no. My mouse? What? No. My mouse disconnected. Great. That happens all the time. I don't know why. Every time I bother with the... Did it get unplugged somehow? Give me a sec. Give me a bit. I don't know why. Working? There we go. I'll erase this content a little bit. Battle so long, mouse fell asleep. My mouse just disconnects sometimes. I don't know why. Just keep defending.
Got for number one.
But yeah, I think the issue with these just long fights is just I'm not being tested. Like I know if one of my party members die, I can revive them. I have the healing items to cover health. I just don't feel tested, you know? I don't feel tested. I just feel like I'm doing an endurance. 6 damage. Feel my power, lame ass humans. Is this gonna hit me? Ooh, 10 damage. Okay, maybe I should heal. No, I'm gonna have Bella do a song because she can fully heal me instead of just half heal. Wait, enemies that take damage when Rory blocks them? I'm not sure. I don't know if that seemed like that was the case, but if there's some sort of counter damage, I guess it's fine. Oh my god. That's basically a full restore.
Look out for number 1.
I don't know what Warning does. Considering that how many Soul Survivors appear, I wonder if Warning just does the very strong attack and like is that even a, like instant game over? I doubt it. I doubt that would be the case, but I wonder now. 30 speed combo. Can that be it? Yeah, that's it. 100 XP. All that. One level up. Again, it doesn't seem right for EXP numbers, but like, to be fair,
My wounds are mortal.
to be fair in Paper Mario standards, yeah, you usually just get an instant level up anyway.
How did I not see it? It was already broken.
Oh, so yeah, I guess scratch everything I said about a final boss or anything.
Okay, what the hell was that thing? Why did we have to kill it? And what is going on? I've been sitting here for 30 minutes while you and Rory talked in riddles and ignored my questions.
30 minutes probably was the amount of time that fight could take for some, so that could actually be accurate.
This is insane. What is a soul survivor?
Calm down, Alex. I'll explain it now. I haven't been intentionally leaving you in the dark, so don't act like I'm some anime character.
Fine, just... this is too much.
Deep breaths, Alex. Michael's taking this better than you are. By now you've seen enough visual proof that what I am going to tell you isn't a lie. I need you to understand that I don't have all the answers. I can only say what I know to be true from my experiences.
I get
There
it.
you go, Michael. Yeah, that's kind of true. Michael's just kind of chilling me like, yeah, this is my life now.
What you just saw was a soul survivor, or an entity. Both names are acceptable. These beings are a visual representation of a soul that has escaped from its body. You see, it is entirely possible for a human being to separate their soul from their body. In doing so, you leave behind your physical form, and more often, you can't retrieve it. The separation of mind, or soul if you will, from the body can only be achieved by accepting an existence of a non-physical nature. A human usually stumbles on this facet of reality after undergoing a transformation of a grave nature. In Rory's case, it was the loss of his sister that pushed him towards exchanging his physical nature for a metaphysical one.
So yeah, this is what I was saying earlier. This seems like to be correct. So this is the whole something
This is when
happens
things
to a
are about to get
person that
weird, so
takes it
please
into a bit
bear
of
with me.
this kind of very mythical place, you know?
Our souls do not belong to ourselves, in the traditional sense of the word belong. Our souls are shared by otherworldly versions of you, me, and everyone else. There is an Alex out there, in another world, who has the same soul but different life experiences. A soul survivor is a soul that has left his physical form, as well as his reality, and entered into a world where a physical version of his or her soul already exists. Normally, when you abandon your physical form, you become an omnipotent entity who exists just in their own reality. You can't return to your body once you've left it behind. Soul survivors are souls whose realities have been destroyed, and they manage to leave their reality in hope of finding a physical form. So that being right there is Rory. A different Rory. One whose reality was destroyed, and he's attempted to find a physical reality to exist in.
But how do you know all this?
Because I have left my physical body, surfed, and explored the soul space, and come to understand the nature of the universe.
But you have a physical form. How did you return to your body when you say it isn't possible?
This is not my reality, Alex. There was another me here, and she left. I was able to take her physical space because her soul had already left this world.
And what is the soul space?
Was it white
The
space?
soul space is... How do I explain this? Okay. Imagine a ring. In this ring is a series of worlds. When one world is destroyed, the soul space shrinks and the ring gets smaller. When a soul leaves their location in the soul space, another soul of the same origin, like another me, can take its place and regain physical form.
This is crazy. How did you figure all this out?
That's personal. Look, what leads people to find the soul space is different for each person, and I'm not going to share that with you.
Yeah, so
This
all
is
of
all
this
fine
is like
and shit.
deeply
It
personal
doesn't
and
bring
all.
my sister back. Soul space, minds, realities, all that shit. Who even
Is
cares?
it sort of weird that Rory, like every time I see his hair, I keep thinking like that's part of his hoodie, even though he's not wearing a hoodie, but like it feels like it's part of his hoodie.
Take a deep breath with me.
Cut it with the deep breaths. This isn't okay.
Let's get out of this sewer. I can explain this better.
Yes, no, we see a hoodie. Yes, okay, I'm not the only one. Oh, we're back to these guys.
We hear a faint electrical crackling, and a hint of life crosses behind the eyes of the sleeping figure. But as soon as it appears, it fades imperceptibly to a flicker. We confer on our thoughts on the machine and decide that there is activity inside of its circuits. We refrain from referring to it as alive, as logic and science dictate that this is only an emulation of life. This creature has no feelings, no desires, no wants.
Basically, the other sense of. Meanwhile, let me go back here.
The following week or so, my mood was strangely languid and serene. Bella's words buzzed in my ears, like a bee hovering around my head. It was waiting to sting, waiting to have its full impact. From my bedroom window, you could see blooming green leaves of summer popping up here and there on the rolling suburban hills, their branches reaching up to the sky like magic ropes. I hadn't spoken with Michael, Vela, or Rory in almost 8 days. Michael was stuck in his house, pretending to study for finals. And taking her cue from the other women in my life, Vela vanished. I had gone to the Frankton arcade hoping to see her each day, but she wasn't around. I spoke with her manager, the Korean man, about Vela and Sammy, but he offered very little information. She said she needed to take some time off, so I gave it to her. Lots of help, thank you. See you later, jackass. I hadn't spoken with Rory since that
Understandable.
night either. As
But
soon
then
as we
again,
got out, Vela went into depth on her
You didn't have the
soul
greatest
survivor
impression the first time you met her,
metaphysics.
so maybe that was a
And
good
he
thing.
ran off saying he needed to clear his head.
As soon as we got out, I went to death and ran off saying, clear his head. Oh, we're back to the conversation.
Okay, so listen up. Since a soul survivor has spent a lot of time down here, it's likely we're going to find some very strange things. Let's call them, breaks in reality. You may have seen some before, so relax. Don't
Yep,
freak out.
already
be
seen
safe.
that before in
Our
the
goal is to get outside
factory.
where we can talk safely.
Oh. That's strange that they put us like 8 days later and then only to slingshot us back here. Ooh, chest. $500. Ooh, that's a good reward. Oh, hey. This place is different. I have no reason to fight you. Why are you up there? Oh, I can jump. I thought I was gonna use the cat. Another 500. I got 1,000 already. Wow, okay. You avoiding me?
How many times will I die?
I like this angle. That's a cute angle. They throw a lot of mix. Oh, you're here too.
I'm so close to getting out. I'm almost there.
The camera angles from like Silent Hill kind of deal, survival horror games, the battle of Paper Mario with the actions, and the Final Fantasy UI.
The exit.
It's definitely, if there's anything I can glean from this, you know, it's just the definite of like, hey, there's just a you said I can cheese this, so. Oh, no, that's just stunning. And the stunning ran out because the item message takes too much. Ah! Ooh! That is a lot! That is a let's just get out of here. Ba-da-ba. Nice. Remember that he was also in your front yard at the start of the game? Oh, right! Yeah, he was! Forgot about that. Is this the exit? Okay, I want to check out the other door first. Yeah, no reason for being there, but just there. What? Wait, which... Okay, I'm assuming that's a... Okay, I'm assuming this is the exit, because... It seems to have a big puzzle here, and actually had, I think, a stopping point, I think. Oh, there's a chessboard, so... Are being played? You wanna know what changed about the Solar compared to the OG version? Sure, tell me. Ooh. VHS? I want to read the design brief of these levels. Oh, design brief. Oh, they're lovely. Well, while I'm not a big too fan of battles, the world itself, oh, the wackiness of it all, oh, I love it. Give me more. But yeah, I don't know what to do here. The cutscenes seem higher production quality than the others before it. Which cutscenes exactly? They kind of all look the same, honestly. I mean, sure, movement could be it. No. Wait, are you talking like when the girl, like, when they're in the Palka's room? Camera work. Oh yeah, that camera angle. They're like, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. I wouldn't call that higher production values, honestly. I would save that more for like when there's like a graphical downgrade and stuff. They remade those scenes post-release. What was bad with them before? Oh, this comes like this feels like it comes right out of like Edna, like this character right here with multiple arms and like the mouth for the forehead. Not crazy enough, but it could feel like it belongs in Edna. Those conversations were the same, but the Golden Pocket character wasn't part of it. So how did that scene play out? Was it just random? Like the Golden Pack had to be there. The Golden Pack was just a random boss with no explanation. Oh, I see. Maybe that was a thing they did want to change. I'm assuming it was like something to foreshadow, but I guess because he had no lines or something, it was just like there for no reason. It was just like, what, why? I mean, to be fair, he still has doesn't have a big explanation of why he's there at all. Is this a door? No, it's not a door, it's just a pipe. Oh wait, that thing was asking for silver, right? You need to go down there. People complain about that because they assume sorting out of the place, a series of the surrounding communities, places that the boss has something to be like lemonade a lot recently. Wait, really? Oh, that would have been funny. But yeah, that would definitely be a bit hard after what we were just told about about Rory and his past. Or like what happened, what the truth is. So yeah, that would definitely be a problem. Oh, we need to go to the VHS guy. He wanted this. So we see that. Yeah, navigation perspective. Ron Soul Requiem. On sale. Yeah. Genuinely, what it feels like, this game is alright, but I think there's definitely a lot of things to improve. I think that's how this game, how it feels, you know? There's just a lot of it that can always be improved, and I think that's gonna be my feelings for it coming forward even. And just hearing about how much they changed that even, like, I feel like even the controversial stuff that happened is like stuff that kind of doesn't matter for the product itself. I think just if none of that happened, the game would have just been kind of like a thing that could just always be improved. Kind of like Bug Fables in a way. Bug Fables is kind of that way. Now really thinking about it, just little things that change. I don't think cutscene wise, but like the ability to run, seeing where objects are gonna be angled to hit, so that you know what direction you're aiming at, like. Little stuff like that I feel was what could have been this game as well, and I feel like they know it too. There he goes. Your hand is clipping there, Alex. I don't think that's comfortable. Oh. You're not an enemy, are you? You're not an enemy. Don't know what we're going to do. How can we possibly help him? No matter how hard we try, we can't make him happy. I know it's selfish, but the real reason I'm sad is don't make him happy, then we'll never be happy. Who? The Infinite Spirits. The what? Master. I don't follow. God. Oh my god, these responses. Yeah, Alex, you're a harsh character. But I'll go with this. He's right there. Can't you see him? I can walk on the white. What the? Oh, this is water. Well, in Iraq, right, they said the contract was fine because they brought him a bigger loyal player fan base than other ways would have, and that's why they're so able to commit working on it. Obviously. It's always the case. Hey, you're 8-bit. Or not 8-bit, you're just squares. Do you know about suffering? No? Well, you'll learn quickly in this place. I remember why I decided to come. They say it's impossible to suffer without making someone pay for it. Your complaint already contained revenge. Why are you here then? Do you want to know suffering? But God says to live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Sometimes I can't believe in him, even though he's floating right there. But it said that God used to be a lot more active. The world helped us with our suffering. Now look at the fourth entity. It's so sad we can't help him. If only our prayers were answered. Suffering. I feel like these are talking about the bigger picture too. The whole like, why do you suffer to survive? Is the whole like, why do people suffer in general in the world, and like, to survive is to keep living despite the suffering. The depressing thing about depression, how depressing it used to be around kids who are depressed. Seriously, you're a kid. Cheer up, Alex. I'll never know how hard it is to be an adult. Ah. Can I fight this one? I don't know why I said that. Can I fight this one? Can we beat this one up? Yeah. This is the attacking the whole of the just living life kind of feeling. Now, is it about just adulthood in general? I think it's more than just adulthood representation. Or the idea of that. Who fell for the promise of immortality by means of the woman. Truly, though, it was the draw of immortality that pulled me in. Now he hates me. Oh, it's my party member. Oh, let's cheer you up, fighting monsters, leveling you up. Oh, it's gonna be great. Oh, I can't meet him. Oh. Door. Wait, no, wait. I wanted to talk to him first.
Okay, Vela, think.
She really is gone, isn't she? What the hell am I going to do? You guys realize how messed up all this is? My 12-year-old sister killed herself. She died right here. Right where we're standing.
Hey, dude, cool it with that. No one cares about your sister right now. We almost just died ourselves.
I mean, that's fair. Okay, I think that was the line Popu was warning me about. Yeah, this is a harsh thing for saying, but to be fair, at the same time, yeah, they all risked their lives in the grand scheme of things. So it's like a bit of a, listen, like, stop worrying, we almost died too. This is reasonable, though, because they almost lost their lives too. Like, in the situation where someone's, like, grieving all the time, like, thinking about it in a survival sense, if someone's still going on, and, like, you're all... The thing is, everyone mosquitoes about it. Yeah, this is a reasonable thing to say. It's just extremely harsh.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
How can you be so selfish?
Yeah, the characters also recognize this, so this is an intentional character moment.
You're an asshole, Alex. I thought you came to help me.
Yeah, back when you didn't lie to us. You realize you've been leading us on this whole time about your sister? You acted like this was connected to Sammy.
Both of you, try and calm down. Alex, leave Rory alone. That's uncalled for. And Rory, breathe with me.
What the frick? How do we end up here?
Why did you just say that to Rory?
Oh, he's feeling guilty for saying that now.
The Alex I know would have never acted this way. Man, school really changed you.
Yeah, now this is his own thoughts, feeling guilty over it.
It wasn't school that changed you. Just think about it, dude. Yeah, why are you being such a dick, Alex? Seriously, man, keep it together.
Yeah, okay, this is what I find very interesting. Any other, like, smaller medium or whatever would just have the character think to themselves, why did I say that, for a small moment. This place puts you in this room to talk to 5 different NPCs about the action that the character just did. I find that really interesting.
I'm scared because we almost died down there, but
that's really interesting. Like, this is a good representation of just, like, feeling like you're being judged. Like, there's this cult in your head, like, that's telling you about certain things, and just, like, immediately regret and everything. Like, imagine being judged like this in this sort of way every time you take an action by your own self.
I don't get you, dude. You know full well that you're overreacting, but you just won't back down. Will it kill you to say you're sorry? Serious? Just say you're sorry. You know, you're really gonna regret this once that hot head of yours has cooled it. Bella's not ever gonna go on a date with you, and Michael's gonna find better friends in college.
Yeah, these are inner thoughts. So many inner thoughts.
I think Bella thinks you're a stuck-up rich kid who's never known real-world problems in his life.
Oh, the other one hasn't turned around yet.
Okay, so now you're going back to reality. Are you ready to back down? I want to say...
How do you expect me to remain calm with all this crazy shit going on around us?
Then he hasn't listened.
Just because you're cool with soul survivors and astral projection or whatever the hell you've been on about, doesn't mean everyone else is. Alex, shut up! Stop it! This isn't all about you, you know.
So in his mind, he feels like he's being judged and, like, with all these thoughts, but he's not accepting of it.
Fine. Whatever.
Oh, is he now?
You said that this isn't about Sammy, but don't you think there is a connection? Don't you realize Sammy was probably taken by one of those soul creeps?
No, that's not right. Soul survivors wouldn't take someone like that. They've transcended things like kidnapping or anger or any other motivation for that.
Transcending?
They see the universe for what it is. They see how temporary.
So yeah, he seems like Alex seems to right now be ignoring those thoughts. Like, he's thinking of it, he feels that, like, being judged, but he's not committing to that yet. He's not accepting of those thoughts right now. He's definitely out of it, which is fair because character arc seems to be the rock bottom point.
Left the reality? Then then you obviously weren't listening when I said she was taken by 2 of those soul survivors. You weren't there when she was screaming for them.
Okay, give me a second to think. I'm sure I can explain it.
Didn't you say you don't know all the answers,
Guys,
though?
I'll see you around. This is seriously the last time I hang out with people I met on the internet.
Rory left your party.
Wait! Come back! Rory!
Hey, this isn't my fault. Don't blame that on me. He's the one who lied to us.
Dude, he was obviously just hurting. Just needed someone to reach out to. Could you have said exactly what was going on? Even hiding behind a computer. You can't help but think what people think of you.
Alex, you need to clear your head. Michael, in the meantime, try not to be such a jerk to your friends.
Hey, that kid isn't my friend.
Cool it, man. You're missing the point.
That cool, it sounds like Tito. Wait a second. So that's why it's been 8 days, he says later in the future. Interesting. You're given the prompt of like, hey, this happened 8 days later. But then you don't even get to see how they left, and then you understand why. It's like, oh, yeah, because they had an outing. But also, yeah. Now we return.
Okay. Maybe I blew up at Rory.
It took him, like, wait, are we 8 days ahead, or we're like the day after?
Maybe
I
he
don't know.
didn't deserve that abuse. I'll admit that much. I was scared. So many odd things were happening around me, and I didn't handle it very well. First I met Sam. For a moment, I considered saying that we were alike, but I often have to remind myself that I didn't really know Sammy. We met only once, but still, I can't get her off my mind.
Hey!
Okay, so what's troubling you, Alex?
How could you tell something's troubling me?
You're making your I'm thinking face.
Mainly, I'm thinking about what Vela said. She seemed convinced that Sammy had done that. But somehow that just feels wrong. Sammy was taken by something. It doesn't seem like she willed her mind to separate from her body. I don't know, it's just...
No, remember, she doesn't have all the answers too, you just, she just said, but...
No matter what
whatever.
I do, I just feel like all my focus has been on the wrong thing. I feel like Michael's excitement over finding the soul survivors made me forget about finding Sammy. That pisses me off. We should be out there looking for her.
Where do you think you'd look for her? Do you really even know anything about her?
I don't know, maybe I'll...
Alex! I'm home! Come down!
We'll resume this conversation later.
I don't think there's a safe place here, huh? Hello, motherer.
Hey, what's up? You look different. Did you get taller? Always getting taller.
I don't know, Mom.
Terrible. I've slept at the office for the past few weeks. I smell, I need a shower, and I don't even work in fast food anymore.
How's the project coming? Everything done?
Yeah, it's done. Alex, would you mind sitting down for a bit? I need to talk to you about something serious.
What's wrong?
Alex, well, basically, they let everyone go at work. They fired everyone in my department. So, looks like I'm out of work for a while.
Holy crap! Can they do that?
Yeah,
Aren't you
they
like
can.
the project lead? How can they fire you when you're the boss?
Well, everyone has a boss, Alex, but it's going to be okay. Just things are going to be tight for a while.
But don't we have savings? Like, you have money, right?
Yeah, I have a bit. I spent most of it on your last semester.
But I had a college fund. That should have been separate from your unemployment fund.
Well, Alex, it was. But I had budgeted for you and your sister to spend only 4 years at college. You graduated in 5.25. That money had to come from somewhere.
So what do we do?
Well, Mr. Bachelor's degree, how about you get a job? I paid a lot of money for that fancy degree of yours. Doesn't have to be today, but by the end of the week, you should at least have some interviews lined up.
Well, out there, next objective. And yeah, that's... Oh, back being judged again.
Alex, take a step back.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
mom works
The
really hard.
thinking
It's
of,
not her
like,
fault you
rational
get a job.
thinking and then the actual emotional outburst. But it's going to be an emotional
You
outburst.
knew this would come eventually.
Oh, I skipped that one. Shit. Whatever.
Mom did everything for us. And now we can't repay her this way. Just be nice. Play it cool. Go punch a wall or throw the panda or something. Don't let her actually see how you're acting.
So I think these 5s aren't random. I think every 5 of these are like a certain personality, but I can't tell which right now. Either way, this is kind of how I did feel a bit. Like, I'm kind of glad I didn't have to get some workplace in this situation, because this one would really hit like a truck a bit. And I understand why, because like I basically did it like small peer pressure, you know, it wasn't required, wasn't necessary, wasn't anything too harsh, but it was simply just of the case of like, hey, I need it for some experience to get used to it. So that was great. But this, like a situation like this would definitely hit like a truck, especially if you're not used to that. Just like immediately be like, hey, you need to do this, like not now, sure, but like you have to start working on that. Like even getting interviews, like starting now, basically. And that is like, ooh, that, especially if you're the type of person that's not used to that, that's been to school, like going for that immediately, especially like it's difficult from what everyone says. So you can definitely see how that could be a bit of a challenge.
This way. We didn't do this before. What happened to us?
I think this one is definitely like kind of the past kind of feeling.
When did you start acting this way, man?
I think this one's just questioning, like whys.
You love your mom, and you're grateful for everything she's done. Why can't you just do a better job of showing?
Yeah, they seem to all have shared personalities specifically.
Let's do this. Next time you feel like being a first-class a-hole, don't.
And he's going to.
Sounds pretty simple to. Yeah, it's easy to not be a jerk, but I just want to know why you've changed. Have you changed, though? Yeah, you've totally changed. But can you change back?
So something has happened that probably he's changed. But that last one is interesting. Something of Alex changed, but can you change it back? I wonder if that's going to be important. Cannot contribute to your to the family by applying for jobs at local businesses. Make your mama proud. Oh, she disappeared. Well, I already have 1,000 on me, so that could be good for savings, right? That could last for a while. No, not at all, actually. I mean, we'll cover like some. I don't know. Anyway, I think that will be it for today. Yes, I like to say my dada here. Level 10, 7 hours of playtime, and I've only done 3 streams of it, so cute game. Yep, cute game for sure. Things are starting to make sense. Well, we'll admit here, things are starting to make sense. The theme of the game, the story that's wants to tell, the arc that the character are gonna have to go through. I'm starting to see where this path is leading us and how this is gonna be for the rest of the time. We're just gonna see how long it lasts and see if there's any enjoyment, any good scenes that come from it. But they'll, you know. So far, still though, they'll depend on next playthrough. My discontent will stay the way it is. Helpful wise, I'll be like really good. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll see. We're still processing through this, so that's all gonna be fine. So let us go to talking time. Ooh, very interesting. I can see how harsh it is. It doesn't hold back. It will make the main character a huge jerk, like extremely huge. And it's interesting because that's the kind of jerk that like, it's not even an understandable jerk in the same way. Like you dislike that, and I can see like a lot of people dislike that a lot because that seems just like unacceptable for any level, you know, or for, like, you know, to respond to with and everything. But so it's interesting to see how they do a redeem, an arc for it, and yeah. What do you think about Alex so? Is music playing? Yeah, music's playing. What do you think about Alex so far? Many people say they can't handle the game because of how that character behaves. So a long time ago, I seen the video that talked about Lisa the Painful and how they compared it to Alex. The thing is that It's not a bad character. Like, harsh, yeah, but it's not a bad character. It's just a harsh character. It's the main important thing is to see how he is, how his arc comes, how he comes to redeem like his behavior and not being a jerk and everything. But I can see, like, I think it's I can see why people kind of say they dislike a lot, especially if he's like acting this way for most of the game. Just simply because, like, yeah, jerk characters, when you have to deal with the jerk of the cynicism of like not caring, being very selfish, it is hard. It is very hard. Some characters play it cool, and mainly because they're side characters, or mainly they do things that aren't like a total. It's not. Here's the difference. Like, different. Oh, you know what? I got a good example of, like, I am okay with it. I can deal with it, like, because it's a character arc in the end of the day. But I can see people are used to the kind of jerks that's more like selfish, kind of greedy, but they aren't like super deprived of emotions. You know, they have a soft side usually. A great example of a character is like Susie from Deltarune. That's kind of a jerk character, especially joining the enemy side, but it's still in a fun way. Obviously, it's in a fun way, and no one's really getting hurt. You know, there's still people that there's still a character that's enjoyed over the fact that she's being a jerk to you. Another character I can think of, you know what? Kid Icarus actually is another one. A lot of the characters are a jerk to Pit, the main character, but it's pretty funny because Pit's the unsung hero, and a lot of the other characters just kind of poke fun at him for being that lovable, you know, young spark of a hero. But it's also, but then again, it's, you know, it's never like attacking the character personally or anything. It's not something super serious. And even when the characters do act super serious, it's like, you know, it doesn't feel as impactful because at the same time it's usually in the right place at times. Like, it's serious, people are being serious. When someone tries to cut up a joke, another character tries to shut them down because of that, you know? I think the best line in Kid Icarus that explains that a lot is, you know, Palutena is like being controlled by this demon thing, and then Hades makes a joke saying, like, when Pit's saying, like, okay, time to save Palutena, Hades cuts in and goes like, don't you mean destroy her? And then Pit just goes, just go home. Hades, just go home. Just this calming feeling of like, that's hilarious, but it's also like, it makes sense, he's the villain. And Pit's response to that shows it's like, yeah, you're like this dude and I don't care kind of feeling. An example of a character that's like this too, in another sense, that's a bit of a jerk that a lot of people feel for, is Fox McCloud. Not from Star Fox, but from Star Fox Adventure, because he's this character that only cares about getting paid, doing this work to get paid. He doesn't care about the emotions of the dinosaurs around him on the planet he's trying to save. He only cares about getting paid in that game. That's a character that was brought in from a previous project, and from what I've been hearing, the original idea for that character was it's going to be related to a character who's kind and wants to help. So you originally had these two characters that one only cared about, like, didn't care much about the animals, and one that did really care to bounce off of each other. But Star Fox Adventure happens and you're stuck with the cynicism all the time. And it shows. And I think that's the thing that harshes people, when they just push out they ignore the emotions of other characters so much, like they really don't care to be there, and that can hurt. That can definitely hurt. And I think that's the best part, when they push and they like ignore the emotions of other characters, because that's how it is. It's something that exists. It's something that it's real. But I think that's the one thing that is really hard to get right. And honestly, there's no way to get it right, because no matter what you have that character in, a lot of people aren't going to like that character. But again, a redeem can solve it. You can redeem a character like that. I'm sure there's a lot of characters like that in other media that are redeemed, so who knows? I'm okay with it. I'm rooting for the change to see how this plays out. Maybe we'll have a character arc where he faces the problems, or maybe he's gonna keep smothering his emotions and keep being bitter. Because I also feel that too with the character in a way. Like, going into work for the first time in customer service, I started getting bitter. I feel that. I think that's what the Alex character represents with that line we had in his mental state, where it was basically explaining like why did you change? School changed. You kind of feel like that makes sense. Your kindness, the empathy you have loses because you start being more selfish for yourself, because it feels like the world's out to get you when there's other people that you still need to care about, you know? Empathy, kindness, all that kind of stuff. We'll see how this grows into in the future. For now, let's see who to stream tonight. It is very late. I want to go get a burger. Yeah, I have a lot to talk about, but so far I'm curious to keep going on. Pia-chan is drawing and Swirl Drop is just chatting, so let's go with this artist, Pia-chan. I haven't read her in a long time. You want Alex to make your burger? I don't think I trust that man to be in customer service, let's be honest. I don't think you should be in customer service. Any fast food. I mean, they're making burgers, but then again, I don't know, man. We'll see. Next time on stream, maybe I won't play Yik again. Maybe we'll play something actually where I work on art for once or something. Who knows? But he has a degree. Sad. Anyway. Till next time, remember that I don't have a college degree at all, and I'll probably only get a certificate, and somehow, maybe in the future, that'll just be enough. Because colleges are just businesses, and the degrees, they're just saying that you passed it, so... See you guys then.